Huge breaking XRP news, ladies and gentlemen, all you beautiful people. We were given plenty of really cool stuff to talk approximately these days. The economy just got a few massive updates when it comes to CPI, PPI, inflation facts. And we additionally have a few statements from Donald Trump that we want to head over due to the fact this is going to have a big effect for our cryptocurrency as a whole. But XRP especially is probably going to have a whole lot extra of an impact on the relaxation of the market because of exactly what he stated. So I want you men to stick around for that closer to the stop of this video. But first, we want to talk about these items, guys, because the CPI, inflation statistics, PPI inflation, that is all actually important metrics that truly give us a gauge on what will be happening within the markets due to the fact, frankly talking, an economic system that is sturdy is an economy wherein cryptocurrency really explodes. So with that in thoughts, we simply need to talk approximately this because the Fed's worst nightmare has officially all started. We now have a couple of growing inflation metrics with symptoms of a weakening hard work market at the identical time. And for the first time, considering that September of 2022, both CPI and PPI inflation are formally at the upward thrust. If we appearance here, we can see this is the first time on the grounds that April 2023, where core PPI and CPI inflation are returned above 3%. Okay, we essentially had a whole year of solid metrics, stable statistics, and now it is looking a bit fishy again. You can see genuinely here within the remaining couple of months by myself, the metrics have been rising up and lots of humans are asking why that is. Well, it's genuinely pretty simple. We're going to get into that very quickly. You can see right here, the Cobra OEC letter says this facilitates provide an explanation for why we've seen straight traces, better price motion in the 10-year, be aware yield, even as the Fed has reduced costs via 75 foundation points within surprising 50 BPS reduced in September. Prices are growing. Many agree with mortgage quotes are headed to 8% subsequent. In other phrases, yes, certain the Fed is decreasing fees. However, human beings outside of the Fed, the banks, which can be giving out mortgages and automobile loans and pretty much all different kinds of debt, they cannot afford to do this. They have an absurd quantity of unrealized losses proper now, and that range needs to move down before these banks can essentially offer decreased interest fees. We can see in the meantime, US transient assist offerings jobs are down 145,800 during the last 12 months to their lowest, seeing that October of 2020. This is taken into consideration a main indicator for the unemployment fee. Temporary assist services jobs have reduced in size for 23 months, the longest stretch for the reason that 2008, of course, that is over again a concerning piece of data. But first, we also need to speak about America budget deficit due to the fact right now. The United States is overspending a lot, and it desires to stop men. It genuinely desires to prevent. And after I display you guys the figures right here, you are genuinely going to apprehend why, and you're additionally going to apprehend why people are making an investment inside the cryptocurrency proper now. It is all going to start to make sense right here. You can see the United States price range deficit jump with the aid of a massive $257 billion in October. Last October, the US budget deficit came in at $67 billion, marking a 287% year-over-year boom. To put this in perspective, economists anticipated the October deficit to come in at $73 billion. This puts the real finances deficit 252% better than what economists projected here, then expected that enterprise could be bankrupt. They could not have stated it higher. That is so genuine. There is not any business enterprises is inside the top 100 that continually mismanages their cash to the same degree that American government does. And I want to remind all of you guys, it is a public entity. They're serving the humans, and they may be misappropriating our tax bucks to an absurd degree. So I need to ask you men a question. If you've got a government this is overspending with the aid of greater than 250% month over month, are you going to believe them along with your cash? The answer to that may be a resounding no of path you will no longer accept as true with them along with your money. Would you invest your cash into an organization this is continually spending 250% greater than they can afford? Of path now not. Corporation's going to be bankrupt day after today. You recognize like you are not going to spend money on the one's organizations. So why are we giving our tax dollars to a government this is overspending it, is no longer paying attention to the wishes of the people, and is continually screwing us over with? Inflation nicely answered that is incredibly properly we shouldn't agree with them and what we're no longer going to trust them anymore. And that's possibly why Donald Trump received probable, I suggest, just that we're going to address this trouble and we're going to lower the debt inside the next 4 years. Because if we can do this, it's going to be in certainly high quality 4 years of economic prosperity. Yeah, that is something that is very concerning. But guys, there is light on the quid of the tunnel. So I want you guys to stick around. Number one, Bitcoin ETF quantity handed $7.4 billion within the remaining 24 hours, guys. That is absurd. The amount of volume it truly has been going through cryptocurrency as a past due is actually just thoughts melting, absurd numbers we never concept we would see genuinely before the stop of 2024. And basically what we're seeing here is you understand educated investors, clever buyers, they see, okay, American government, they may be no longer doing an amazing job. Where are we able to position our money? in a trade machine, Bitcoin, XRP, stocks, all of these are hitting document highs at the same time as the government is simply, you understand, increasing their deficit each single day. So it truly is correct to maintain in thoughts. Secondly, and speaking of an economic system this is controlled efficiently and what it's going to mean for us in XRP and the rest of the crypto marketplace, Elon Musk has officially released a Department of Government Efficiency Doge Twitter account. And this is certainly already proven as a government entity. And so yes, this is taking place, okay? Doge, it is occurring all proper. All of you Dogecoin holders, it is happening. Elon Musk is going to be doing this. And I mean, okay, let's position it this way proper. I suppose that is a truly critical point. We can see a path, you already know, a public organization taking over 250% more debt in keeping with month than expected. That enterprise would be bankrupt, right? So who better, who higher to run the government spending and awareness on government performance than somebody who has 4 hit multi-billion-dollar companies? I suggest let's be real right here. I don't assume there is anyone better to do this than Elon Musk. If Elon Musk can do for the US authorities what he's performed for his personal agencies, we are going to see the USA debt essentially drop to 0 over the following 4 years. It's going to be tackled. Obviously, we can't do away with all of the debt in 4 years, however, quite a few, it's going to go down rather than up. That is glaringly a surely true thing. We'll in all likelihood see interest charges move very, very low. We'll see such financial rich surroundings that a lot greater crypto companies are going to be coming to America. A lot more organizations, era primarily based organizations, are going to be coming returned to America. We're going to have more American-based totally production. And all that money is going to be circulating around in America as opposed to us giving it foreign places to, you already know, fund reasonably priced toddler hard work, which frankly I'm against. And yeah, it will be a good issue. This is notable. But unfortunately, we still need to cope with a couple extra months of the Biden-Harris administration. And they've just made a declaration essentially pronouncing in the following months they are going to give as lots of money as viable to Ukraine because they realize that Donald Trump's not going to do it. And they just authorized, I suppose it becomes $7 billion, another $7 billion aid bundle to Ukraine. Insane, absolutely absurd. So yeah, with that being stated, talking of Dogecoin, actual quick, simply want to say this too. Elon Musk says he thinks that flat reducing inflation of Dogecoin is a function, no longer a bug, and I agree. Dogecoin, if you didn't realize, is technically deflationary. Sorry, yeah, I guess you may name it deflationary, as it's lowering inflation, no longer technically deflationary, but it has decreasing inflation constructed in. That is splendid for scalability, especially within the long time. And I do consider, obviously, with the Department of Government Efficiency, Doge is another excellent bet right here, guys. It's a great bet. The source claims that the law requires the agencies to have been registered as entities inside the US before having issued the crypto property. There can be a course to relocate businesses with current crypto belongings available on the market to the United States. So this strategy is part of the broad